It's almost incredible that there were Marvel movies, let alone comic book movies, long before Tony Stark peacocked around his Jericho missile after 23 films in the Infinity Saga. Since 1951's Superman and The Mole Men, superhero films have gone a long way. Marvel has continuously raised the bar for what comic book movies should be and achieved since the release of Iron Man. Actors from all walks of life want to be part of it, and Avengers Endgame's any indication, the entire globe is a fan of superheroes. There was a world of superheroes before the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and here are the 10 pre-MCU Marvel movies you didn't know existed. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Alright, let's get to it. At number 10, Superman, 1978. Before there were at least 2 superhero movies released every year, fans didn't have much to look forward to, but at least there was Superman. To describe that to someone who has only known a world full of supers causes them to scratch their heads in befuddlement. For all the flying and fighting that everyone can do nowadays, Christopher Reeve was and always will be the first person to convince an entire generation that a man can fly. Since then, no other Superman has been able to accomplish that. At number 9, Heavy Metal, 1981. Heavy Metal magazine had a big influence on adult-oriented anthology-style comics. The film was a thrilling experience that you'll never forget once you see it. Superheroes in rags, drug-addicted aliens, and a cab driver that looks like a pre-Corbin Dallas from The Fifth Element. It's all set against the backdrop of stories from Loch Nar, a wicked ball of light. At number 8, Batman 1989. Warner Brothers hired director Tim Burton to help them get rid of Batman's wham bam pow image. The summer of 1989 was fully dominated by Batman. People were purchasing movie tickets solely to watch the trailer. Remember, there was no internet back then. The Bat Signal poster was being stolen from bus stops all around the United States. The original Batman film holds up well and is frequently referenced in all subsequent representations of The Dark Knight. At number 7, The Crow, 1994. The making of The Crow, as well as the tale behind it, has become a tragic legend. James O'Barr, who was depressed after losing his lover, channeled all of his rage and despair into this revenge story. Brandon Lee tragically lost someone in an accident at the start of the story, making it all the more heartbreaking. The Crow survives in a bubble of grunge movies from the 1990s in certain ways. In other cases, it's a frightening sight into Brandon Lee's and the franchise's future. At number 6, Blade, 1998. At night, a cool guy with a trench coat and sunglasses prowls the streets, annihilating bad guys. It may seem like it's something out of The Matrix, but it's Wesley Snipes' Blade. The film wasn't the first Marvel film, but it was the first in a long time, and aside from the fact that no one wore a lime green shirt, it was a very faithful adaptation of the plot. It was the first Marvel film to take the material seriously, as opposed to the foolishness of the previous films like Dolph Lundgren's version of The Punisher. At number 5, X2, X-Men United, 2003. The first X-Men film was entertaining, but it looked to be holding back. X2 was off to the races from the moment we saw Nightcrawler attack the White House, and he never looked back. The assault on Xavier's school was not only a standout for this film, but it also stands as a landmark moment for all of the X movies, after not getting to see Wolverine break loose in the first. X-Men United was one of the first fiction superhero films, thanks to the plotline of ever-looming Phoenix Force. At number 4, The Incredibles, 2004. Since the debut of Toy Story, Pixar has enjoyed a never-ending series of hits. They had done it before, and they'd done it again with The Incredibles, which was released nearly 10 years later. Because Marvel has yet to produce a Fantastic Four film that's good, Pixar decided to create its own superhero family. From start to finish, the film is full of Pixar enchantment packed with superhero force. At number 3, Spider-Man 2, 2004. As everyone's favorite family neighborhood Spider-Man, Tom Holland is now smashing it. Let's go back to a time when Tobey Maguire hadn't yet danced his way out of our hearts in Spider-Man 3. This is because in Spider-Man 2, he was firing on all cylinders. The remainder of the cast, particularly Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, was excellent. The train fight between Spider-Man and Doc Ock is one of many memorable action moments in superhero films, and this one is no exception. At number 2, V for Vendetta, 2005. Although Alan Moore fiercely opposed any of his writings being made for the big screen, fans rushed to the theaters to see V for Vendetta. A lone masked terrorist is waging an anarchic war for freedom in a world dominated by a fascist tyranny. It was Natalie Portman's first step into the comic book film world, and it was the film that popularized the Guy Fawkes mask as a symbol of liberty and rebellion. And at number 1, Batman Begins, 2005. Because The Dark Knight came out of several months after Iron Man, it was ineligible for this ranking. However, this only indicates that Batman Begins will receive some attention. The film is a thrilling adventure that also tells a little-known story about what happened after Bruce departed Gotham. Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale provide a clear message of Batman's return for his negotiations with the League of Shadows to his first encounter with Gordon and the tumbler chase and the subway battle. Well guys, that's it for this one. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to sub and ring that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.